Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Colleagues, it's my joy to be with Professor Dr Torsten Meireis, who is from the Humboldt University in Berlin, and Torsten is here with us at the Global Network for Public Theology. Torsten, thanks for speaking to us today.
Yes, most certainly, thank you.
I had mentioned to Torsten just before we were recording this morning when we had a little meeting that on this series, it's not a lecture, it's just a thought. We tend to be fairly relaxed, Torsten.
I try to be relaxed. I mean, how can you be not relaxed with being with you and being in South Africa?
And in glorious Stellenbosch.
That's right.
Where we started recording, you may be able to see behind us, I don't think you can. Torsten said, can we get the mountain in the background? So,
yeah, because it makes you feel elated already if you see that landscape and that beautiful weather and, beautiful Stellenbosch.
It is a lovely space. Now, Torsten, I wonder if you can tell us just a little bit about yourself and your theological interests and some of the work that you've been doing.
Yeah, of course, public theology, and what I'm interested in is public theology as an investigation into the religious dimension of public debates and the public dimension of religious debates, and that means investigating how we can further those debates and reflect on those debates, because both are most important. And for me, public theology works through the filter of applied ethics rather than abstract debates. For that reason, I'm very interested in economic ethics and ethics of the social, ethics of welfare systems. What is good labor? How do welfare states work in globalized contexts, which I think is very important not only for Germany or Europe, but as well as for states like South Africa, who have an emerging welfare state and need to organize education, labor and welfare in a right balance, so to alleviate inequality and make the effort worthwhile. Second thing is sustainability ethics, which obviously not only in the German-speaking context but also in the Anglo-Saxon context wouldn't have been an issue without theological insights like creation, integrity of creation, those questions. I'm especially interested in the cultural dimension of sustainability, sustainable development, which I think is also a fruitful question, not only for the northern but also very much for the southern context. And the third big thing is peace ethics. The question of legal pacifism, is force at all possible or legitimate, or shouldn't we just leave it out? How do we get peace in troubled areas like Syria and so on? Of course, I'm also into educational ethics and ethics of care, but that's a wider concern, and I don't want to go into it because I don't want you die of boredom while you listen to this.
But Torsten, the one thing that I am hearing here and that I think would be of particular importance and interest to the viewers of this vlog is to see the sort of intersectional nature of the way in which you're doing theology. So how you're allowing social, political, philosophical issues to impact your theological reasoning and reflection, but then also the way in which that reasoning and reflection is then impacting on social issues and the way we engage society.
Yeah, I think it's most important that we keep in mind that public theology is based on a close intercourse with philosophical ethics, with ethics of the public sphere, like Audi or Waltersdorf or Jürgen Habermas and those guys. And we keep in mind that religion and politics need an appropriate balance, because if you have a society that excludes religion from the public sphere, then it is pressed into some niche where something might grow that we don't want, because the state should be interested in what its religious citizens are doing, just as a means of, at one hand, being a seminal power, bringing new issues, new ideas to the fore. But on the other hand, a public debate as an instance of testing what kind of thought is universally feasible, and which other people who have other religious or worldviews do not share, and which therefore cannot be part of legislation. So we need the public sphere as a testing ground, and where religions have to stand up and go through the trial. And on the other hand, we need the public sphere because religion cannot stay in the closet.
Yeah.
And for that reason we need an appropriate balance, because religion can't be allowed to dominate the public sphere, one particular religion. And on the other hand, the public sphere cannot work without religion, so we need a religiously impartial state, but who still furthers religion as an area of political debate where tolerance and discourse is fostered. This is what I feel, and this is what we try to do. If I may,
please
put in a little
tell us about your center.
Little jingle, you know, ad jingle, the advertising apartment. We have just founded a new Berlin Institute of Public Theology, where we want to address 3 types of public, just according to David Tracy. We want to serve academia by reflecting on the idea of public theology, on reflecting on the public dimension of religious discourse and the religious dimension of public discourse. One example, if you look at the sustainability discourse, couldn't have been worked without religion. And the second, we want to serve religious communities and worldview communities, not only like Christian communities, but also if Muslim communities ask how can we lead our public discourse. We want to be advisors. For that matter, we want to open the public theology circle for other religions too. We will have associates. We have an Islamic theologian from Tübingen, Muis Kalfawi, who will cooperate closely with, because we think that public theology is not only a thing for the Christian sphere, but also we'll have a Jewish cultural scientist, Marsha Pali, and so on. And the third, of course, we want to serve the political and the civil society public too, to analyze religious dimensions of public discourse. So this is what we're doing, and of course we want to cooperate closely with the Buyers Nowadays Center. So,
which we're very grateful for.
Yeah. So if you, and Berlin is a very nice place, we're doing some interesting things, so if you want to come over, just check it out.
Fantastic, and we'll make sure, Torsten, that I put in the show notes, I'll put some links to you and to your work, and then also to the Berlin Institute for Public Theology, and I'm sure you're going to be seeing a bit more of that institute in the vlog. I'll be there next year in June for a summer school that we have. And also hoping to be there for the launch of your institute.
Yeah, that would be great. And thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to your students via the vlog. Yeah. Hi guys, I would love to see you in person and get into contact.
Great, so thanks for watching. Remember, it's not a lecture, just a thought. And we appreciate your presence. Engage with us, leave a note in the comments, connect with us via social media if you've got any questions, comments. If you want to know more about Professor Meireis and his work, drop me a note and I'll put you in contact. So Torsten, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Great, thank you.
Bye.